Michigan Media Day.
Yeah. Not my first one though, so.
Yeah, definitely has it.
What's it been like for you?
I've been enjoying it. We've been working hard. We've been trying to get better every day, getting to know my teammates, getting to know the coaching staff. I really have been enjoying it.
I watched you play last year in the tournament against Duke. I mean, you look great. I mean, like, is that kind of that kind of game that you want to bring to Michigan? Everything that you did in that game?
You know, that game showed a lot of things that I think people didn't know that I had in my game, but I would love to bring that same energy, that same level of play. Obviously, you know, it's always going to depend on the situation. That game, shots were coming my way, and you know, a lot of good shots, so I was able to get up some points on the board. But you know, I'm trying to bring a defensive and offensive presence, just a fully versatile player for both ends of the floor.
What was your international experience like this summer?
It was great. I had a lot of fun. I got to play against and with a lot of great pros, and I got to play in a very good environment in Okinawa, and even in Latvia, Lithuania, even in back home in Finland. I got to play in lots of different environments and against lots of different pro world-class level teams.
You've seen a lot of teams, and now this one. What are your early impressions of this club?
Like I said, we have a lot of versatility. We have a lot of guys kind of similar to myself where they can play multiple positions. And we have a lot of guys with a lot of grit, you know, guys that want to win, guys that feel like they need to prove themselves. Their experience coming up in college has been, you know, not quite what anybody would hope for. Not everybody. Some people's better, some people's worse. And we're all here for some reason at the same time to make something happen.
What was that reason for you? You've been all over the globe now, World League, and you picked Michigan. What did it come down to?
Coaching staff. Coaching staff. Martelli had recruited me from high school already, so I already had a relationship with him. And then getting to meet Juwan and talk to him more and more, and Ace and Saudi, and even, you know, Duran and Coach Jay, Chris Hunt, and all the people here. I felt like it was a place I could come and grow as a man and as a basketball player in the next steps of my career.
Something that Coach Martelli talked about just before was working on communication. How have you kind of taken your experience, your leadership to work on that and improve that and taking that to help the team?
I mean, communication is really not too hard to work at. You just got to do it. So every day I come in, I do my best to speak. I do my best to communicate with everybody, bring energy. But then I've also been very open with guys. I've been like, you're not going to have a good day every day. You're not going to feel like talking every day. And the same goes for me. So across the board, we have to respect each other. We have to understand each other's differences and what kind of communication everybody's good at, and be willing to step out of our comfort zone, talk more every day. And if you feel like somebody's down, step up into their role and try to bring in energy for them, to them. And we just have to have each other's backs and be willing to talk to each other through it all.
A lot of point production was obviously left this team, but does that maybe present an opportunity for you guys to step in and maybe put more points on it?
Yeah, I mean, production leads every team every year, and every team every year is a little bit different. Even if you have a lot of guys coming back, you always have new guys coming in. Everybody has to step into a different role. So just like any other year, the team has changed. Everybody has to step into a new role. You know, less focus on what we had last year and more focus on what we have now. Let's focus on trying to fill the holes from a team that's not here no more, and more trying to build a new team all together and trying to find how these pieces that we have now fit together.
How much of leadership have you taken with this team so far? I know you're a transfer, but how much in terms of leadership have you taken in terms of this team?
Just trying to be myself every day, bring energy, play hard, talk. But I'm leading in my own way, and I'm expecting everybody else to do the same. As an older guy, I'm doing my best to help my younger guys. I'm doing my best to speak to anybody and everybody that I can. But we still have guys that's been here before, like Jace, even walk-ons, Jackson, Ian. You know, we have Will, and all those guys need to do a good job of leading and stepping up because they've been here. They've been guys that were, you know, they came here as freshmen. They've built this program. They've been a part of this program. So I feel as if those guys need to be the first voice, and I'm here to support them and do my best as a leader. And my role will be more of a leader on the court as we play, showing guys good habits, doing my best to keep bringing in good habits every day, showing guys how to approach practice. I feel like I feel more comfortable in a lead by example role than trying to step in and be the main voice. But at the same time, we have a team where everybody can lead. We have many different voices, and I think that's good as long as we all respecting each other's voices.
How important is it for this team to kind of assume that player-led role to get to where you guys want to go?
I feel like that's important for pretty much any team. Coaches can only do so much once you enter an arena where you can't hear further than 2 feet from where you're standing. So players have to come together and have to be able to lead each other and help each other and have each other's backs. So it's very important, and the coaching staff does a good job of letting the players, step up and talk and teach and learn from each other while also holding us accountable and making sure that we also respect the fact that there's a time for us to speak and there's a time for the coaches to speak, and that's going to carry over.
Do you almost feel more of a responsibility to that type of player-led leadership because of Juwan's absence?
Yeah, Juwan's absence definitely presents an interesting situation. All the assistant coaches have done a really good job stepping up, though, and it just kind of almost gives us a early heads up to like, hey, we're going to be in situations and environments where we might not be able to hear our head coach. Like I said earlier, we're going to step into arenas where we're not going to be able to hear other people, except for those 5 guys that you can get into a huddle with at the free throw line. So we're going to have to get used to leading each other and helping each other and building that bond together.
What was